Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream. I'm going to do your April the 27th spiritual principle a day in a meditation. I hope you're having a beautiful morning. If you need to reach me, feel free to do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. The title of the meditation is Pursuing Equanimity. When we feel dignity, we are not turned by a passing breeze, and we no longer need to defend ourselves from every shadow. That comes from Guiding Principles book, Tradition 1, Opening Reflection. When we were using, we adapted to the dangerous and hostile environments around us by developing survival skills. Even once we leave that life, we take these defenses with us. Early in our recovery, everything can seem like a threat to our well-being. Our responses are often knee-jerk, reactive, and based on a life we are no longer living, not our present tense recovery journey. Over time, we find our emotional and spiritual footing. Equanimity is the art of maintaining this steadiness. We are not so easily thrown off balance by whatever waves may come our way. We find ourselves less drawn to drama, and we don't view challenges as crises so often. The tide comes in and goes out, and we acquire through our own and others' experiences a deep-seated belief that we can get through this, that we will be okay no matter what. The emotional wobbliness, we have when we first come to NA subsides as we gain perspective. How we see the world changes and how we respond to what we see changes. Real life difficulties may emerge, but we can respond differently. When we are rigid, we are apt to get knocked down every time there's a storm at sea. In recovery, we learn to adjust ourselves as we acquire the wisdom to know the difference. We get more comfortable being who we are without justifying or explaining our feelings, thoughts, and actions. We relax into a new relationship with life and no longer need to be on guard, defensive, or reactive. Through the 11th step, we learn to pause before reacting. In service, instead of acting impulsively, we can make choices that benefit NA's common welfare. Meditation teaches us to slow down and listen. We don't have to fix everything. We're more open to the world as it is and to solutions that we may not have anticipated. We learn to be fully present and less guarded. We can stand in the middle of what is. Being a part of something bigger than myself can serve as a life preserver. When I am tired of swimming, I can lean back and float. I can't always see what's under the water, but can trust my buoyancy. What a powerful meditation. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the wee version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Pursuing equanimity. So pursuing the ability to be buoyant, to have balance, no matter what comes my way. I am in this preserver, right? This life preserver called recovery, and it's girded up by all of these spiritual principles that I've developed along the way. So even though I can't project the future, I definitely can let the future know that I intend to be buoyant no matter what you throw my way. And I have a history of being buoyant no matter what has come my way, right? Divorces, illness, deaths, I have been able to remain in this process of recovery. And so this meditation is special. It's special because it paints a very vivid picture of how we used to react and how we react today. Now, if you are like me and sometimes you find yourself reacting in a knee-jerk manner, very reactive, if you find yourself slipping and doing what I do sometimes, because I just hate confrontation and I just want things to get better right now. Stop, breathe, and just simply say, can we talk about this later? I got a couple things going on, but I want to make sure that we talk about this when I have a little bit more time to process it. My mother taught me you don't ever have to make a decision right now. People, in their lack of planning, their lack of follow through, their lack of consistency, will impose upon you a sense of urgency to make their life better. Most of the time, when someone is asking something of you and they need it right now, it's really not that urgent. They need it right now so they can get to what they promised to do or didn't do a little more quickly. But usually that right now is not the hard deadline that they actually have. It's the soft deadline that they want to impose upon you so that they can get what they need done. And they need for you to act. Oh, she told me, always take the time to make sure that when you respond, it's the response that you can live with. And if that means that you have to tell them, can I get back to you? Or is that your soft deadline? Because I need a little bit longer than right now to be able to make a good decision. Don't ever, ever feel like you need to be backed up into a corner that you can't get out of. Not in this instance, out of clean, but get out of in peace and whole. Give yourself room and give yourself time to make sure that your response is one you can live with. And that's the beauty, that's the privilege of equanimity. That's the honor of recovery. That is something that you get over time. But once you get it, as I said the other day, you will not be so quick to give it away. And this is deeply rooted in the 11th step, maintaining conscious contact with our higher power, asking for the knowledge of our higher power's will and the strength and power to carry it out. Not verbatim, but you know what I mean. Step 11. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you today. I hope that you will have a beautiful day on purpose. I definitely intend to, and I can't wait to talk to you again. Talk to you soon.